Sometimes we say you need to fit into the environment, right? The culture, but sometimes
you need to
do the other way around.
You need to change the culture.
Yeah.
Hey Vivian, thank you so much for joining me to my podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, welcome to the CSU Global Network podcast, and I have Vivian with me. She's all the way from UK.
Yes.
But right now we both are in Miami attending a conference. So Vivian, let's start with introduction. Can you tell the audience who are you and what you do?
Okay, so I'm Vivian Davies from Royal Mail, the UK big group. I'm here with a few of my colleagues. So this is, we've been attending WMX for a few years in Europe and Asia. And this is actually the first time in Miami officially really promoting Royal Mail. I think Royal Mail, most people have heard of our name. It's a incumbent post in the UK, very big and a heritage brand. But still not lots of people realize there's a scale behind our business. So it's all about getting people to know more about what we do and the innovation, the new things happening in our network.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Vivian. And as one of the main things that attracts me, especially you, by the way, we're all wearing red today, which is really awesome, is that you are one of the real female leaders in this industry, and I've heard a lot of stories about your team and everything. How about you share with us something that you're quite proud of, what you do that's a little bit different than the other companies as a leader?
Within my team, 80% are actually female. That's just by chance. It's not like we did that deliberately. But being a leader, a female leader in this industry, for me, it's fairly natural. I think you should just be confident. And I think being a woman, especially in this industry dominated by men, sometimes you could feel a bit tentative, right? But I think confidence is really, really key. But confidence needs building up. So just try to, this is almost like when you are still young, right? And you need to learn more, but try new things and then be confident. And for me, it's just, we shouldn't think about men and women, right?
We're all humans. That's what I believe as well.
I also think being a female leader, we do have our edge advantage as well. Because when you look at logistics, because logistics and the e-commerce are intertwined, so it's really changing all the time. And being a woman, we are used to change, right? You see, we change clothes every day.
We're so used to it.
Yeah, we are used to the fast pace. This is
embracing it.
Yeah, but really, I think being confident is the key thing, and we are good. And you just need to believe in yourself and then go for it, right?
Wow, what a powerhouse. I love all of that. And I completely agree with what Vivian just said. The next question I have for you, Vivian, is how did you get to this industry? Because there are many people when they graduate, they don't know where to go, especially for the younger generations. Tell a little bit about the story. How did you get into this industry?
My journey was a bit unusual because I actually started my career in technology, in high tech with Microsoft. So, but that was my earlier career was in Asia. And I came to the UK to do MBA and then started doing my own business. It was more about business coaching. And then I came across Royal Mail because I was coaching them about doing business with Asia, blah, blah, blah. And that brought me into Royal Mail because that was just by chance. To begin with, I did feel a bit tentative as well because this was new. But then once you've got into it, you realize there's a lot of common sense, right? So, and this is also something I feel, being a woman, we are used to new things as well. And so it's not a rocket science, right? And everything, as long as you are passionate, you are willing to learn.
Find ways.
Yeah, it's not that difficult. So I started my journey with Royal Mail back to 2012. So it's been over, over 10 years.
Yeah. And Royal Mail has been quite well known and famous now, which is quite a journey. Of course, I love the way how you share that. It sounds like happens like this, right? But we all know there's a lot of iceberg, right? Iceberg is like the top, you're successful, but there's a lot of efforts and work underneath.
Yes.
People can't see it.
Yeah.
So how about you share a little bit with us, if you have to give advice for those people, right? When they start a business and they might get stuck right now or they want to give up, what is something that keeps you going? Like you must have hit that moment as well. Can you share a little bit with us?
When I first came into the Royal Mail world, Royal Mail, yes, it's a big organization, long history, but it's also can be traditional in lots of things as well. And for me, I came into this business from very commercial background. So I've never hesitate to challenge if things was too slow or it could be faster and could be done, have been done in different ways. I just challenged. I think that's shown a bit, you just, but it happened very natural. That's why I just think sometimes we say you need to fit into the environment, right, the culture, but sometimes
you need to challenge
do the other way around.
You need to change the culture.
Yeah. So I think that's helped a bit.
I
challenged the business, so I led some startup project within the business, and that made a huge success. And then that's how the whole journey started. The whole global import commercial business started from me creating something completely new within the business, which that's a beauty of when you do something within a big organization. It's almost like there is a platform you could create a startup, but has all the big companies backing to it.
Wow, Vivian, you just really inspired me, because what I heard from your story is sometimes when we go to a big place, like you just joined a big company, wow, it's crazy, I'm so nervous, right? But instead of being nervous, you're like, oh wow, there's a lot of opportunities. And you start to be, instead of trying to fit in, you choose to change and challenge what you see, because just because it's a big company doesn't mean it's perfect. Just because it's already existing in the last 20 centuries, it doesn't mean it's perfect. You can still challenge it, and that also reminds us as a leader, not just female leaders, and I think that's reflecting my story as well, right? We need to be fearless, we need to be bold and confident when you see there's something that's not right, or there's a room, a space that you can push and you can challenge. That's exactly why she has been so successful. And for those younger generations who are listening, that's the best advice I've ever heard. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so one more thing, logistics, because many people who are not familiar with logistics industry, they tend to feel like, who are you guys, logistics people, right? They don't really know much about us. And it tends to be underestimated or ignored. Do you agree with that? And if that's, tell me more.
Absolutely not. I think logistics, in the old days, it was all about moving parcels, but now it's completely different. I would like to say us being the enabler for growth. So whichever industry you go into, right, and they need the logistics to support that. So we are an enabler. For young people in particular, it's exciting because in today's talk, I was sharing the story about how we help TikTok shop to grow in the UK, right? And that's exciting. So that's why business now is very much intertwined, e-commerce in particular, and that is something young people naturally get involved already. And it's really heavily driven by technology these days, right? So I like to see we are no longer just a logistic company.
We are actually more outside there.
It's more about combining scale,
everything,
technology and people, right? So
wow, that's amazing. And I believe logistics people are really worth to be recognized. That's why we have a Logistics Legends Award outside there. You just mentioned you work with a lot of big brands. Can you share some of the brands that, especially those people who will be familiar with, like some proud cases?
TikTok Shop is a recent, very proud case, because we just launched the joint program with them. Because TikTok, obviously, most people know that it's still originated in China, in Asia, huge success there. And then only just a few years ago, I think less than 5 years ago, they came to the UK starting to do this so-called TikTok shop. So it's no longer just a TikTok,
Yes, yes.
the mobile
Understand. Yeah.
media type of thing. It's about encouraging local people to sell using the TikTok mobile app.
Yes.
So, and that requires logistics to make that happen. It's very complex. That's like in our industry. But it's absolutely exciting. And then we have to get to learn how to create special models for them. Because this is about TikTok shop. You could have a shop there. Today you sell maybe 5 items.
Yes.
Tomorrow you have a successful podcast or whatever, and you suddenly sell 500.
5,000.
So logistics have to fit into that. It's challenging, but it's also exciting.
Yeah, that's so good. Wow, Vivian, you blew my mind. Every information, that's super, super amazing. So one next question is, because right now there are startups or there are business owners, they're already doing things.
Yeah.
But not everybody is really as successful, right? So if you have to give 1 minute advice to these business owners, or even the younger generation, they're thinking, I'm gonna enter into this industry one day and be a business owner in this industry. What will be your best advice to those people?
Finding out niche, it is difficult. So you have to find the market where you are good at, and also there is something people haven't discovered fully, and then focus on that and be persistent. So patient, persistent.
Patience, that's very important. And don't give up.
Yeah, don't give up. Don't give up. So because we often say, right, and you work hard and you fight, and you have always been in the dark, and most people just die before the sun rises, right? And you just have to carry on, and one day you will see the light. But you don't have to find your niche. You don't. Otherwise, you may just keep on bumping
it's like
on the
suicide if you
wall.
do everything, right? You have to find an exact niche that, and then focus on that niche. You'll be very successful.
Yeah, but I think these days there are so many opportunities, right? Because AI is at everybody's fingertips. So there's so many. You could always try some easier test and try and learn from that.
Until you find it.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much, Vivian. I just want a little bit about your personal before we finish this interview, because I'm very interested about your personal life. Like you are a mom. Maybe share a little bit about who you're married to, like a little bit, if you don't mind. Thanks.
Yeah, my name is Davies, so which is actually the Welsh Davies. So my husband is half English and half Welsh, and he's also, he's my soulmate as well, and we do support each other. He has landed lots of moral and the kind of good advice for me as well. We have twin girls, Rose and Viola. So it's actually inspired by Shakespeare. His names come from Lady Viola from Twelfth Night. I personally am a Shakespeare fan.
No doubt, I can feel that sense. I can feel there's something deeper in your soul. You don't just talk like on the surface. You talk from the deep inside of your soul.
Well, thank you so much.
And then there's also a reason, guys. There's a reason why Vivian has become who she becomes, and there's a reason why people can be more successful. Is because they work inside of them rather than just outside of them. And instead of trying to changing others outside of you, you change from yourself and influence others to become better because of you.
Well, you make me blush.
Yeah, so that's
Thank you so much.
I have find that because number one, I've seen your team members, they respect you a lot. And they say, hey, you have to talk to her. She's the best. So, okay, I need to talk to you.
I love my team. I think when you have a team, you need to look after them right. This is because every team member has their edge, their strengths, but no one is perfect. So don't just, I expect you to do 1, 2, 3, and you are not good enough. But that person may be good at something else. You should just help them to find where.
Find their way. And also, everybody has a gift.
And also you need to have some fun with your team as well. Because we talk so much about mental health at work, right? I just think everybody works so hard, very stressful. And you also need to create that environment. We have some fun together. Be happy.
So if you are in UK, if you're a female, after this episode, you're all gonna queue up and say, I want to work for you, Vivian, because obviously she creates a very safe and trustful environment. Especially females. I'm a female. I understand the emotions, everything. They need more attention.
Yeah.
And if you can get 80% of them staying with you
Yeah.
for a long time, guys, there's something different.
Male talents are welcome as well.
So it becomes a hunting HR session now. Well, thank you so much, Vivian.
Yeah.
Really
Thank you.
appreciate it. Thank you so much.